Good morning and welcome to Gulfstream today. Brian Nadeau, Samantha Perry with you on a beautiful day here in Hollandale Beach. You can see it out there. Hope to see you down here. We're joining you a little earlier today, and we will be for the foreseeable future as we revert back to the traditional wintertime, I don't like to use that W word, but traditional, we'll say championship meet as it draws in 12:10 first post. So we'll be with you each and every day at 11:10 each morning. 9 race card here. Big weekend at Gulfstream Park, too. We've got 3 stakes tomorrow and a strong 11 race card as well. So
yeah. And I don't know about you, this time change hit me this week.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to be joining you a little bit earlier on. So it is. And then, of course, today on a 9-race card, excuse me, the Rainbow Six will go in race number 4 today, and that's a $100,000 gross jackpot guarantee. So a lot to look forward to. It's getting up there very, very quickly. Tricky little card today, I think, as well. Happy to have 9 of them for you. And the opener, not a lot of scratches to I didn't really get knocked out really anything at all today,
yeah.
So that's always good when things get kept intact. Let's take a look at the opener here, which kicks off the early pick 5, and I've got a ticket, $27 ticket. Like I said, I had to do no adjusting at all today, so that's a big positive for me. It's $27. We'll get to this opening leg in a second. In race number 2, you can see the single there of Mystic Sunrise. Should be a very short price for Ronnie Spatz. In race number 3, the 6-horse Action Rose for Antonio Sano. Race number 4, the 2, Watch the Music. And in race number 5, top pick in there is the 11, Jayana. That's a firster for Joe Cantonese, and that is my long shot as well. $27 in that early pick 5, and we'll kick it off in race number 1. We'll go 7 furlongs on a fast main track. These are $35,000 maiden claimers, a 2-year-old's fillies in the spotlight here. We do scratch the 1 in a blink, and we'll start it with you. Spirit of Light, a firster for Mike Deeney, a guy you know well, and reaching out for Paco, too. That's a positive.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge one, and you can't see it in the statistics from this year. They're 17% together, but if you go back over the course of 5 years, when Mike Denny can get Paco Lopez at Monmouth, 1, it's hard to get Paco Lopez at Monmouth, and 2, when he does, they strike hot. They're, I believe, at a 35% clip just as a whole the last 5 years. So I don't like the fact that this filly gets the rail draw now, and she's got a good foundation going for. No works really are just jumping off the page, but this is going 7 furlongs, and it's not like this is a maiden special weight.
Yeah, exactly, and we get a strong rider here as well. Dan was 0 for 7. She 4th full. None of them really much, but again, we're $35,000 maiden claimers here, and you know, you want to see this horse taking tote action as well. That would be a positive. I went to the 6. Cozy Colby on the special weight drop. We could take a look at a stat for Mark Casse as well. To me, it's kind of like go time today, but you see this here now. His barn is 0 for 9. Not a huge sample, but food for thought because this horse will be a short price by post time. A big, big drop here, Samantha.
A huge one, and this is she needed this. She got beat up in Saratoga.
Yeah.
And they kept betting her at Saratoga, and I just wanted to shake everybody continuing to bet her, but this is necessary. She's a Florida bred. Maybe they could have some fun with her just kind of as the meet progresses, just kind of at this mid to low claiming level.
Yeah, and they only paid $3,500 for her, too. So, I mean, there's Gary Barber, the Pink Silks are here. Blythewood is at half to Atomically. That was really good, for Jose Pinchin. So I think she does come out of a good race. And then certainly Jazzin for Ruben Sierra. Draw a line through the Susan's Girl, and her form, I think, comes back into focus.
Yeah, definitely. She's going to be dangerous.
Barn that is overdue to get going here. The Sunshine Meet. The early pick 4 will kick off in race number 2. We'll sprint 5.5 on the Tapeta. Excuse me. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up in this $40,000 maiden claimer. Samantha's on the early pick 4 ticket. We'll take a look at that now.
Yes, and hopefully it's a winning one. It's a $9 play for me. I'm singling here with Symbol Court. This is my best bet of the day. Race number 3, the 7 on top. That is Eliot for Victor Barboza. You don't want to bet against him right now. He's rolling. Race 4, just too deep, but the 4 wind 99 should be a strong favorite here. We'll have to see what our morning line maker did with that. And in race 5, this is a hard one to. It's good because it kicks off the early pick 5, but on the opposite end of it, it's tough because it ends the early pick 5. Early pick 4, you want to take a look at him. But Anna Maria is who I landed with on top. John Ortiz, we'll know his name soon enough here.
John is a Midwest
Well, we know,
trainer.
but everybody else, yeah.
And is already winning races here at Gulfstream Park, and it's a good barn to get here that will have over the championship meet as well, and we're seeing some entries already. So let's get into it here in this race number 2. Again, 5.5 on the Tapeta. Scratch the 3, Lady Thor. John Rivera will ride the 4, My Red Princess. And you go to the 5, Symbol Court. Second time Joe Orsino, second off a little bit of a break as well.
Yeah, and what do we say with these horses coming from Woodbine? We see a lot of them in the wintertime, and this is just something to start remembering. It usually takes them a start.
Good point.
To just kind of get their feet under them. This is a horse that had a little bit of time off, too. Had one start here, Megan Making Money, came back to win last weekend. It was in a cheaper race.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it was still a victory.
And did it the right way.
Exactly. So Joe Orsino, this is a barn that's really clicking very well right now, and horses are in one good form, too, and he's putting them in very good spots. And this is a filly that's no different. This is a cozy spot for her here, and this isn't the strongest field.
No, and I don't think she'll certainly like the extra half furlong
Definitely.
she gets to work with today. Mystic Sunrise is who she is. She should be a strong favorite here. She's been knocking at the door.
Yeah.
She's a maiden special weight dropper. I think the cutback makes a lot of sense, too. But you know what? At the end of the day, she is 0 for 10, and she's going to be a short number in here.
Yep, you said it. And she's a filly that she's cutting back. She's kind of just played between distances. In the mile and 70 yards race last time, she got a little tired. She got into her left lead late, just a sign of a tiring horse. Arguably her best race was 2 back at this distance, so we'll see if she can put it together.
You're going to try to split them with Maryland, the Arundel homebred for Juan Alvarado. She was comfortably behind Mystic Sunrise in that sprint race.
Yeah, she was. I just like the outside post draw here.
Yeah, a little bit, and she'll be, a much better price than a horse that could be a very vulnerable favorite as the losses keep adding up. Race number 3, we'll go 5.5 on the Tapeta here. These are fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. It's a 2L. The tag is 8,000. Clean race as well, and I'll let you start it because you like Gilad in here, right?
I do, yes. Coming from the Victor Barboza barn again, a barn that is doing everything right now. And I like the fact that we're seeing a lot of these AR Screed Solutions horses now move horses to Victor Barboza. So it'll be cool to see kind of what he can do with them. No knocks on Ray Yanez. This is a solid barn as well, but Victor Barboza, he's just got a bit of star power, and first time a trainer, that's a good stat there, 30%.
Well, yeah, let's take a look at it, though, because this is, like we did with Mark Cassie here, this is interesting now. Trainer switch to Peter Sprints at Gulfstream. It's not a big sample, but it's 0 for 9. And how about only 3 horses in the money as well? And the thing that Elot's interesting, okay, because let's just be honest, she's been pretty dreadful of late, but she's kept her speed.
Which is a great sign.
Which is a great sign because Victor gets these speed horses and they just roll. So you see the stat there, but then as Samantha said, he's 30% all told with newcomers, and the barn is just doing everything right now. So I do think she's a serious threat in here. I went to the 6 Action Rose. I just liked the race last time for Antonio Sano. She dropped a little bit last time and was a good second. I think that might get it done here.
Yeah, it could, because the speed buyer figures, if you're a believer in those with the Tapeta, they just kind of lay over the field.
Now, I top look is 9 to 5. I made her 9 to 5. She comes in off a laugher in the maiden claiming ranks. I don't know. I don't necessarily trust her. Do you?
No, I don't. She could just be a filly, though, that she got the confidence. She won by open lengths, and now she's here.
Yeah, I mean, she walked on the lead. Nobody pressed
nobody
her.
did,
I mean, you go 46-4 on the Tapeta, and you're never coming back if you're a good horse, and especially if you're 6 to 5. So I'm not going to not use her in a horizontal. I think I don't think you have to pick her on top either, and you can see it here. Neither of us did. 3 down, 6 to go on this 9-race Friday card. When we come back, it's Rainbow 6 time, $100,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee.
It's tradition. Every year, the stars gather for a spectacle. Stars of the racing world collide to cement their legacy in their quest for greatness. Bear witness as we raise the stakes and shatter the status quo. Watch as the brightest stars in fashion take the stage, and we forge unforgettable memories. Be part of this storied heritage. Revel in performances from the superstars of entertainment, and the unexpected awaits you at every turn. Join us in this unrivaling celebration, where champions ascend and legends are created. This is the Pegasus World Cup, where stars align.
And they're off.
And welcome back to Gulfstream today. Brian and Samantha with a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Hollandale Beach. We're starting a little earlier today, 12:10, and we will be going forward. 9 races for you, so that means the Rainbow Six here in race number 4, $100,000 in your gross jackpot guarantee. We'll take a look at my ticket now. $32.40 ticket, and we've talked about a few of these early races already. Race number 6 is my best bet of the day, Refugiata for Victor Barboza. He could have another big day today. In race number 7, we go too deep. 76 is the order. Happy Together, that Todd Pletcher firster they paid a lot of money for, and Samantha's we're gonna show you that one in the morning. Race number 8, the 7, Fly the W off a nightmare trip, which we'll show you last time for Bobby DeBona. And to get out of this 9-race card, we'll go to the 2, Red Flag Alert, Cheryl Weinbaugh, another one of those barns that will win races and is long overdue to get going, and that's a $32.40 ticket. And we'll get back to this race here. We started out going a mile and a 16th on the Tapeta. 3-year-olds are 4 and up, which have never won 3 races. The tag 12.5 down to 10, and you go with the 4, Wind 99 for Eddie Plisa and Paco on just a massive drop.
It's huge. I understand maybe people would be a little suspect about it, but hey, this Boma Corporation, they're not afraid to.
No, they like to win races.
Yeah, they do. And then a lot of people, I mean, as is everybody, but where are you going to go with this horse?
Right.
You want him, take him. Maybe he's kind of tailing off on form just a little bit, but credit to him, these are world's better type of horses he's been facing on the Tapeta, our best Tapeta horses he's been facing. And you want him, take him, but we're going to win today.
He was in for, was it 20 a couple weeks ago?
He was
scratched
out,
so it was a little odd. He has a remarkable set of running lines. If you look at his last 4 races, with the exception of him and one other horse, every other horse that ran 1, 2, 3 in his races, they all came back to win. It's just remarkable. Huge favorite here on the drop, but he has no real early speed, and like I said, he was scratched out the other week, so I just took a little bit of a stab with the 2. Watch the Music. Laura Cesares has been in good form kind of since we've seen her back here at Gulfstream Park. 2nd time off the claim. I didn't think this horse ran that poorly last time against a few of these, and a better race flow today. Got caught kind of chasing early, and I thought paid the price late last time.
Yeah, that's kind of putting it lightly there, and this is just the 2nd start off the claim as well.
The 3 Performing Arts, I mean, I get why you use this horse, but everything Carlos David has been running has been so live. This horse just didn't fire at all last time. I get the long layoff and all, but yikes, I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's just chalk it up to that.
Okay.
That was only his 2nd Tapeta start. Maybe he just doesn't like the Tapeta, but today we'll find out.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to gamble on it today than later on.
Get a much better price today.
Exactly.
I got to be honest. I know that was for 16 last time. I think this is a better group today for 10, so we'll see what happens there. Tricky race to kick off the Rainbow. Again, $100,000 in the gross jackpot guarantee. We'll go to race 5. Late pick 5 time here. We'll sprint 5.5 on the Tapeta. These are 2-year-olds, fillies here in a maiden special weight. We scratched the 1, Siljum, and Jose Alonso is going to ride the 6, and Samantha has a late pick 5 ticket. We'll take a look at it now. Tricky race to kick it off.
It is, yep, and we'll get to take a look at them beforehand, maybe add or subtract. It's a 40-50 ticket for me. I don't really like to do tickets like this, but I felt like it was that kind of sequence. Race 6, I do have the 5 on top, Refugiata for Victor Barboza. Race number 7, the 5 on top for me, Laconia for Jose Delgado. We've got some different kind of names here today. Race 8, there's a single. That's Fly the W. Going to just use him for leverage. He will show the trip, but it was a nightmare. And in race number 9, the 4 on top, Brooklyn Strong. I've picked this horse so many times.
Oh my goodness,
I know. I said last time, and I quote, I'm done with this horse. Here we go. One more time. 40-50 for me.
All right. The 1 is out, Siljum. We've got a couple jock changes. Again, Jose Alonso on the 6, and Jean Rivera is going to ride the 13, Sister Serendipity, who gets into this race. So take note of that, and we'll start it out here. Oh, we haven't matched once today. I like that. Anna Maria, John Ortiz, we talked about him already. He's 2 for 2 at the meet. High percentage trainer, just ran a horse in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Bright work. Maybe we'll see her. That'd be great to see her down here.
It would be really fun.
During the championship meet. And Anna Maria got a tightener at Keeneland.
Yep, I think that's key in a spot like this. At Keeneland, it's a very even playing surface, I feel like, but it's just a different type of surface. And I feel like when they get to these Gulfstream Park dirt surface, it should, or pardon me, we're on the Tapeta, even better, because the Tapeta really just carries them. She's going to be fit. She showed some speed last time. The second place finisher came back to win. Wasn't as strong. It was a restricted
race, yeah.
But still, that's okay. They're reaching in for Paco Lopez, and this barn is 2 for 2 here.
Yeah, I think that's a positive. They only paid 10 for this horse. She got to run in that race. Open maidens here.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. And I like the fact that you're right. She chased and showed speed on debut. This is my long shot. I struggled to come up with one today. Jayana for Joe Catanese, a firster. I don't know. I know it was on the main track, but that work on November 4th, excuse me, said she can run a little bit. And, you know, they're the other foal, third foal, one of them to run. It was okay, too, so we'll see.
She worked 21 and 3 at that OBS June sale. I think she's going to need longer. This is going to be a good
tightener.
Yes. Yeah.
Daughter of Kozan, and they do so well here. We're matching with the 8 Run for Home, and you can talk a little bit more about her because we can show you her.
Yeah, we'll show her here at Gulfstream. Thanks to XBTV, we're starting to get works back after all their good work at Saratoga and everywhere during the summer. She's a daughter of gun runner here, $275,000. She did everything right. She broke straight as an arrow. She's got that higher knee action and she just kind of skips across the dirt here. I think she'll be perfect on the Tapeta. I'm not a fan of gun runners on the turf, but on the Tapeta, they are all right. It wasn't a very fast work, but it was just the maturity in which she did it, Brian, that caught my eye.
First foal out of an unraced dam, but the dam is half to a couple of horses that could run and earned over $300,000. So it's a tote board race, Run for Home. Check her out. Perilous, I made favored for Jose D'Angelo and Tammy Bobo. The dam could run a little bit. This is a half now. This is a big deal here with the 3 Perilous. This is a half to Palace, who was a Grade 1 winner up in New York for Linda Rice. Yeah,
I couldn't show all the works. We would be here all morning. But I'm not a huge fan, but sometimes these horses breeze in the mornings and they don't show much, and they come out in the afternoon and do great things.
Yeah, and we'll get a look at them behind us as well. Late pick 4 in race number 6. We'll go 1 mile and 70 on the Tapeta. These are 2-year-old fillies, so we're going to stretch them out here in an optional claimer. And we can show you, we can skip the ticket because obviously I'll tweet it. It's a run back of my rainbow. We can show you what's going on between Cat 1, who's the 7, Refugiata, who's the 5, and Escape Room, who's the 6. That's today. Here you can see them in this race last time.
Yeah, there you go. They're all in a line here. Cat 1 ran her eyeballs out and really gave Alcohol, who's on the rail there, a run for money. I thought Refugiata ran really well. You saw she's lugging in a bit and kind of just dives into the Cat 1, but the fact that she keeps on running, I think, is a very good sign, and she just was out and outed for the second place finish.
Yeah, and that was her first Tapeta start and her first start at 2 turns, so I'd like to think she'll be a little tighter today. She's my best bet. You kind of see it the same way, and it's just the old 5.74 right to the hoop in the triple.
Yep.
I think she's in a good spot today. I expect her, Victor Barboza as well. So there you go there. Late pick 3 in race number 7. 2-year-old fillies, a maiden special weight. We'll stretch them out to 7 furlongs on the main track. We scratch out the 2 Crystal Rain, and I'm glad you can show some morning activity for Happy Together, or at least a breeze here. They paid $425, Team Pletcher, and the Lowe's did for this daughter of Speightstown.
This is a lot of money for a yearling here.
Yeah.
We'll show the morning works. Todd Pletcher in the mornings doesn't ever want anything too flashy, but she's working just in hand. You see in the outside Loretta's Girl, the rider's really just trying to get her to keep moving, and Happy Together, the rider never moves his hands at any point. She travels beautifully. She's not the biggest, but that's okay. It's not like she's working with much. It's not like they're breaking any clocks here, but she did this in a kind of like the Cassie horse in a very professional way, and she's drawn well here.
Yeah, exactly, and you're going to know these silks very well. They're the Colonel Liam silks, who's won the Pegasus World Cup Turf a couple times for the Lowe's, and I would think Happy Together. Let's be honest, too. It looks like she's caught the right kind of field to make a dent. Would you agree with that?
Definitely.
This has got to be your long shot, Laconia?
No.
Wow, okay.
It's not. Jose Delgado, he's bringing some horses here from Monmouth. He usually runs a lot in Tampa, but this is a good stopover spot. A daughter of Quintaro. She's got 2 races under her belt. She's sprinting on the dirt at Monmouth didn't really go too well. Then they took her 2 turns. She showed some speed. She was drawn impossibly from the 11 post position. That's tough. You can't do that as a young horse at Monmouth. And they bet her a little bit both times, too.
Yeah, she's eligible to run a little better. I like the foundation she brings down from the 2-turn race. I would think we get better from Shining Sky today for Eddie Plisa. That was the Blythewood race. We already talked about it earlier, and, you know, Eddie's 27% with second-time starters. We'll check out the 3 as well behind us later. This is Jose D'Angelo. Sammy Camacho's going to ride, and I think that's significant. You know, this could be a little bit of a run or two, but I think clearly all eyes will be on Happy Together today. Late double in race number 8. We'll go 1 mile and 70 on the Tapeta for these 3-year-olds and up. It's a starter, optional claimer. Scratch the 1, Wicked Genius. The 3, Just in Time for Wine. And the 12, Chapelou. We welcome back Joe Bravo as well. He's going to ride the 11. And if you haven't heard, Joe's going to be down here this winter. That's pretty exciting. And Fly the W, trying to get back in the winner's circle, will be too. And we're going to show you, he'd be going 6 in a row here if he didn't have this trip last time.
This was really tough for him. There was no shot at this point in the race. I think everybody knew it, and it's a shame because it did snap his streak. But, man, Brian, he really kept trying. He would have run through a concrete wall if Amisael would have asked him to. Yeah,
I mean, to his credit, he's actually going to be 3rd here, beating a length, and at no point was he ever allowed to run until right now. And then look at him rolling here. He'd be going for 6 in a row. You could argue that he ran as good in defeat as he ever did in any of his wins, and it's just been a great claim for Bobby DeBona. And I just think it's onward and upward today, what will be a short number and deservedly show a short number. In race number 9, we'll go to the Tapeta again, 1 mile and 70 to wrap up the card here. 3-year-olds are 4 and up, which have never won 335. Is the tag. It's a pretty solid group here as well, and we're a little bit all over the place. Well, you're coming right back to your old buddy, Brooklyn Strong.
I am back on the Tapeta. I thought I've thought a lot of things about this horse. Here's the clash drop. Yeah, all of them. Come and get it here, buddy. I thought he ran well behind Volcanic. 2 starts back on the Tapeta. They tried him on the dirt. Didn't work so well. He's in for a tag now. He hasn't been in this tag in over a year. Let's see if he can get it done.
Yeah, this is a wide open race. You could go several different ways. I'm going to try Red Flag Alert. He was 30-1 last time. I believe in that race. Rock the Stars for Liz Dobles. They're going to run Sunday, a lot of the group out of that race. It was a much better group than he's facing here. If you believe in the race, if you believe in the figure, he's a big threat, but you don't, and he was 30-1. So, I mean, I understand it. This is that type of race. English Painter underneath for you. First time with Victor.
Yeah, Victor's got 2 in this spot, and on my ticket you can see I'm using them both. I don't want
That's
get
your
beat
angle.
by
You
the
like to
other
do
one.
that.
Yeah.
No, I get it. And we've both got, Night Jumper is probably the horse to beat for Liz Doble's. A huge drop here out of the Volcanic and Mutai Weed race. But, again, a wide draw, and it's not like he's actually been threatening the winners in any of his races.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. That's 9 of them for you. We'll take a quick look at the lightning round as we do each and every Friday. We'll take a look at the standings here. And, Edgar Zayas is just kind of keeping on because he's been so strong riding here on a day in, day out basis.
Yep, he is. And not here today, actually,
Nope.
but he'll be back with us tomorrow and give a chance for the rest of these guys to win some. They're like you say, we say it every week, we've got a very strong jockey colony
Yeah,
here.
without a doubt. Now, the trainer standings, a lot more going on here. This is fun now with this three-way battle up top. Safi, Jose, look at that. They're all at a quarter. That's heady stuff right there.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. And Joe Orsino on the podium as well. This is a trainer. He's doing everything right now as well.
And as we've talked about and we'll mention, we'll keep at you on this. Our new post now, we're going forward at 12:10 each and every day. So just take note of that with the daylight save as we wrap up a little bit earlier here. Your best bet today?
My best bet today, Symbol Court for
Symbol
Joe
Court.
Orsino,
There you
actually.
go.
Yep, second off of the Woodbine hiatus.
I am a little bit later on with Refugiata at probably going to be a short number. Long shot for you. Who is your long shot?
That is a great question. Oh, Anna Maria, there we go. Yeah,
okay, Anna Maria. I'm in the same race, actually, with the 11, and that is Jayana for Joe Catanese. And, boy, we got a really big card tomorrow. 11 races, 3 stakes.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, the Awesome Banner is race 10. We've got a couple of juvenile Florida bred stakes as well. The Awesome Banner, and we're going to show you Swervin' here. Boy, this is a good race tomorrow.
Yes, this is. And Swervin' put away some strong competition in this race here at Monmouth. Watch out.
And he went 2 turns at Charlestown last time, so I think we can forget that.
Yes.
Swervin', to me, is a horse that's still kind of figuring this all out, and maybe he's got it. That was a polished performance there. Yeah, that's the Awesome Banner tomorrow. 11 races, 3 stakes. We got 9 of them for you today. We got Darren upstairs. He'll run you through the scratches and the changes. We'll be back here for the opener shortly.